Well, talking about moral compass, let's get to the kingdom link. Unseen war.
Oh, hey, there you go. Yeah.
Unseen war going on. The thin line between peace and war, holding your peace, having a war within. In a divided house, a divided house is not going to stand.
Yeah.
Foreign threats, a lot more susceptible for foreign threats to enter in your house when it's divided. Yeah, so it always says in the Bible how we don't use weapons that are carnal. We don't fight against flesh and blood, but against principalities, stronghold, something else. There's some more other things, but yeah, we don't. That's our war within the kingdom is spiritual thing. We can't see it. We don't always see it. And as civilians in the under ninja, they're not really knowing what's going on. Like when that bridge scene, there was 2 bridge scenes wherein the Russian guy had murked somebody and people were just going along, not really paying that much attention. And then at the end, again on the bridge, he got murked, but not a lot of people was paying attention at all. And life is just going on.
And I was like, they just left this dude's body on the original.
Right.
Like you said, the message is that, hey, we can take you out in broad daylight and won't make a fuss, Like you said, it's a hidden war.
Yeah, and not a lot of people are in Japan. They're not even realizing that ninja is so active.
Oh, because also you're not allowed to talk about ninja. It's like it's one of those things. It's like a very well-known secret. It's like we know ninja exist, but don't talk about them because you could get into some trouble, kind of deal.
Yeah.
And in the kingdom, we are at war with these spiritual things, but we act like they're insignificant in a way, as we go along. It's just now, recently, because how the whole mental health is getting more talked about now. Like, that's only in the last, 15 so years. Or we were just hush hush. Like, when anybody is having a mental breakdown or anything, we're just like, that's just them being weak and soft. And no, those are strongholds they're fighting against. Those are some spirits they're fighting against. Some principalities that are attacking them, and it's bringing them to a head where they're like, I gotta express this somehow, and no one else is listening.
Yeah.
So the unseen war in our minds that's going on daily, not a lot of people are aware of.
What I was going to say when you're talking about, the conversation on mental health nowadays, and how it used to be so taboo, and you don't want to tell nobody because people think you're crazy, and that, oh, what you seen, therapist? You all right? It's like, no, now it's like people understand that everybody has something different, and I feel like it helps us understand each other more. It's like, if I understand that, we all have our own kind of silent battles that we're going through. Maybe that person is acting out, or maybe that person is making this bad life decision because of what they're going through, not because of them as a person. It's their circumstances, or it's, whatever they're kind of dealing with. And there's maybe a little more grace